What if I told you there's undeniable proof that Jesus walked in Jerusalem? Hidden evidence, ancient discoveries, and shocking finds. Let's uncover the truth that history tried to bury. For centuries, people have debated whether Jesus really walked the streets of Jerusalem. Some say it's all just faith. But what if I told you, the evidence is right in front of us? From ancient ruins to newly discovered artifacts, today we'll dive into real proof that Jesus was here. Every step he took, every word he spoke, left behind a trail of evidence waiting to be uncovered. The Bible isn't just a religious book, it's a historical document filled with real places, real events, and real people. The New Testament mentions Jesus traveling to Jerusalem multiple times. But is there any outside confirmation? Yes. The Jewish historian Flavius Josephus, writing in the 1st century, mentions Jesus and his crucifixion under Pontius Pilate. Roman historian Tacitus also confirmed this event. Even the Talmud, an ancient Jewish text, references Jesus' presence. The land itself speaks. Archaeologists have unearthed places that match biblical descriptions perfectly. Let's explore some of the most compelling discoveries. John 5 verse 2 describes a pool in Jerusalem called Bethesda, where Jesus healed a paralyzed man. Skeptics doubted it existed, until archaeologists found it exactly where the Bible said. Then there's the Pool of Siloam, mentioned in John 9, where Jesus healed a blind man. It was lost for centuries until discovered in 2004 during a sewage dig. But that's not all. The recently uncovered pilgrimage road is a game-changer. This road connected the Pool of Siloam to the Temple Mount, the same path Jesus likely walked during Passover. Coins found under the stones confirm it was in use during his time. This discovery shocked the world. An ossuary, or bone box, was found with the name Caiaphas, the high priest who played a role in Jesus' trial. This is physical proof of the people mentioned in the Gospel accounts. The first Christians didn't just believe in Jesus, they documented what they saw. The Gospels were written by eyewitnesses or those who interviewed them. Even non-Christian sources like Pliny the Younger recorded how early believers were willing to die for their faith. Why would they do that unless they truly believed Jesus lived? One of the most mysterious artifacts is the Shroud of Turin, believed by some to be the burial cloth of Jesus. The image on it has baffled scientists. No one can fully explain how it was created. The details match the crucifixion story exactly. Bloodstains align with wounds described in the Bible, and advanced imaging reveals an almost ghostly figure imprinted on the fabric. Is this more proof of his presence? Archaeologists have uncovered many sites in Jerusalem that align with biblical accounts. The Church of the Holy Sepulchre, for example, is believed to be the location of Jesus' crucifixion and burial. Ancient Christians built churches on significant sites, preserving their memory through generations. The Garden Tomb is another site considered to be Jesus' burial place. Many believe it fits the biblical description perfectly, with an ancient rolling stone entrance and an empty tomb, symbolizing his resurrection. Another important site is the Mount of Olives, where Jesus prayed before his arrest. The olive trees in the Garden of Gethsemane are among the oldest in the world, with some estimated to be over 2,000 years old. Could they have witnessed Jesus' agony in prayer? Excavations near the Western Wall have revealed artifacts dating back to the time of Jesus. Coins, pottery, and inscriptions all confirm the biblical timeline. These findings strengthen the case that Jesus was indeed present in Jerusalem. One of the most fascinating discoveries is the James ossuary, a bone box inscribed with James, son of Joseph, brother of Jesus. If authentic, this could be one of the earliest physical references to Jesus outside the Bible. The Temple Mount played a central role in Jesus' life. He taught there, overturned the money changers' tables, and prophesied its destruction. Today, remains of the Second Temple, including the Western Wall, serve as reminders of the events recorded in the Gospels. Jerusalem was a bustling city in Jesus' time, filled with Roman soldiers, Jewish priests, and merchants. The streets he walked on have been uncovered, preserved under layers of history. Walking through the old city today, one can still sense the echoes of his presence. Historical records confirm that Jesus was a real person. The Roman historian Suetonius mentions early Christians and their devotion to Christus. Jewish records, including the Talmud, acknowledge him as a significant figure, even if they dispute his divinity. The impact of Jesus in Jerusalem didn't end with his resurrection. His followers, the early Christians, continued spreading his message despite persecution. The existence of early Christian communities in Jerusalem is well documented. The discovery of the Dead Sea Scrolls in the 1940s further solidified the authenticity of biblical texts. These ancient manuscripts closely match modern versions of the Old Testament, proving the reliability of Scripture. Faith and history come together in the city of Jerusalem. If Jesus truly walked these streets, then his words, miracles, and resurrection are more than stories, they are truth. Beyond the archaeological finds, let's talk about the traditions and oral history that have been passed down for centuries. Early Christian pilgrims traveled to Jerusalem and documented sites linked to Jesus. Their records serve as additional proof of his presence. The Via Dolorosa, the path Jesus walked on the way to his crucifixion, has been revered for centuries. While the exact route may be debated, its significance remains unchanged. Pilgrims from around the world retrace his steps as a testament to his impact on history. Coins minted during Jesus' time have been found in excavation sites across Jerusalem. These coins bear the images of rulers like Pontius Pilate and Herod, the same figures mentioned in the Gospel accounts. This further proves the historical accuracy of the biblical narrative. The crucifixion of Jesus is not just recorded in the Bible, it is confirmed by multiple historical sources. The Roman practice of crucifixion was brutal and common for criminals, but Jesus' crucifixion stands out because of the details recorded and the rapid rise of his followers afterward. Inscriptions found in catacombs and ancient Christian sites depict early believers worshiping Jesus. Symbols such as the fish, the cross, and the Chiro all date back to the 1st century, showing that his presence in Jerusalem was undeniable. Even today, thousands of people visit the sites linked to Jesus, continuing a tradition that began just years after his resurrection. The faith that began in Jerusalem has spread worldwide, shaping civilizations, laws, and cultures. So, with so much evidence, it's hard to deny that Jesus walked in Jerusalem. The question is, what does this mean for you? If this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to see it. Thanks for watching.